This is the test pilot lineup from Crosshair Bricks' original first wave of releases. Yes, I'm a little bit late to coverage on this one, but I wanted to make this video before I put out another one about his most recent releases, which is way more reflective of his current quality control standards for his products. Rarely does the progress of these smaller designers get documented, so I thought it would be worth mentioning. These are Commander Bo, Thyre, and Apo, a trio of clones that I feel like get completely neglected and left out of lineups from Star Wars customs, at least in recent years with the LEGO 2020 design language taking over. I really do like that a lot of customs have switched over to this design language because, well, let's be honest, a lot of recent prints in the 360 style are really cluttered and barely fit into the current design ecosystem. We live in an era where customs face a phenomenon where it's no longer in style to stick out from the design language of official LEGO. I think this is a relatively recent phenomenon that started when pad printers like GCC debuted with a set of designs that seemed to convince both the hardcore consumers of customs and the more stubborn of LEGO purists. This is something that absolutely could not have happened during the eras of 360 and over detail. Well, let's get back to what I was saying about Crosshair. The point of me bringing this up is that I think it's really important to mention that we have another player in the game who isn't a competitor, but a companion or counterpart to GCC. In a recent conference we had during Brickworld Chicago, it was made apparent that CHB would produce clones that GCC wouldn't likely produce. There's lots of designs and suggestions that get funneled into GCC's creative pipeline, just don't get made even if they do release figures at a breakneck pace. CHB picks up these overlooked designs and produces them. Enter CHB's Thyre, Bo, and Apo. All three clones were produced with GCC helmets and accessories, while the torso and legs were designed by Melnik edits and printed in-house by CHB. All three clones were involved in various points of the expanded universe or appeared throughout the mainline media in different armor appearances. Speaking of armor, I feel that because most of the clone armor that Thyre, Bo, and Apo wear aside from Apo's helmet is all interchangeable and can be used for army building heavy grunts. Honestly, a lot of these appearances of clones are just a matter of changing their waist capes, pauldrons, and camas to represent other clones. There isn't really any specific heavy detail in them besides the back torso printing with the infill of equipment and the slight color differences in the bandoliers on the front torso prints. If I could throw any clones into the ring right now that I would love to be made, that would be Clutch, Divas, and Ramo. All clones from different comics and media that I feel play super minor roles, but compared to these three that Crosshair released, I think they are of pretty equal importance in some way. Like I mentioned earlier, the only real negative criticism I can give is that these torso and leg prints are C grade at best, but Crosshair has made it pretty clear that these were just the test pilot runs, and these products have actually been restocked with nearly perfect printing. It was just a matter of it being a technique and communication issue with the pad operator. Regardless, these are some very nice designs done by Melnik as always, and I'm very impressed with Crosshair's mission statement of making obscure clones. To reiterate what Crosshair said, the goal is to inspire people with clones from old and niche media, remind them of the beauty of Revenge of the Sith and its surrounding media with all the details, and make something else other than mainstream clones. I will have a video about the current lineup of Crosshair's products in the coming week. Anyway, that's really all I have for now. I'll see you guys in the next one.